As we see, Beckham again draws a penalty. Last week with the Redskins, it was what it was. McAdoo says he's got to control himself. I mean, the word's out. The recipe, I would think, is known by every corner in the league. Whether you can physically stop him or not, you're going to try to mess with this guy's mind, aren't you?
Yeah. When you heard Xavier Rhodes kind of talk about it, he said three things that kind of stick out to all defensive backs when you want to try and take a guy like this out of a game. You have to do three things. Number one, you got to come into the game with an aggressive mentality, meaning I'm not going to sit back. I'm going to get up in this guy's face and I'm going to challenge you. Mess up the timing of the routes is the second thing he said, which means, look, a lot of teams say they want to do that. The Vikings do that. They get up at the line of scrimmage, and now they're talking about staying square in your stance, and when he comes off the line, you whack him, and you whack him as good as you can without getting yourself off balance. And then he said stay on top, meaning don't let them throw the ball over your head. You can do those three things if you have the kind of players like Xavier Rhodes, who is a hawk of a corner, and he can run like he can. What will wind up happening is eventually Odell will start to crack. Odell will start to complain about the fact that he's getting held, he's getting pushed, he's getting held downfield. And these guys challenged him at the line of scrimmage, at the catch point when he did catch it. I mean, they were trying to light him up. When you have a very combustible receiver like that, who you blank him in the second half, you've got him exactly where you want him. And now every team's going to try and do the same thing. And
I understand what you're saying, because the physical capabilities of each corner and the physical talents up front to get after a passer, not every team will have. But just the notion that if you stay in this guy's kitchen long enough, that you can coax something out of him, like that's a problem. I don't know how the Giants, they can try to rein this guy in, but it just seems like it's his own emotions betray him every game.
You know what? Scott, I'll say this. With any wide receiver, it will work if you get up there and you play great technique and you hit them in the mouth right at the line of scrimmage. With Odell, it definitely works. So every team is going to – look, whether or not you have a guy who's good enough to play one-on-one on an island with him and get up on him, or you get a safety over the top, Odell should probably get this in his head. Every guy's going to get in my face the rest of the year, and they're going to see, number one, they want to take you out of the game, and number two, they just want to see, are you going to start whining and crying and throwing your helmet and punching, kicking nets? Because right now – that's what you're doing, and we got you right where we want you.